Welcome back, anglers. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Open Fishing XL. So last episode, we just got our first taste of hopping into the game, seeing what it's like, doing a little bit of fishing, catch a couple of species, and we picked up a net at the end of last episode. We'll see about using that, but we also have a little bit of info here, because now that we've switched over to night. So you can grab a lamp from your inventory section of the book. After picking it up, put it down using interact, and pick it up again using the same buttons. And place it back in your inventory by holding interact. Okay, so inventory. We've got okay, we've got regular inventory here. I guess kind of like our fishing inventory next. Yeah, we got a duck, eel, and okay, basic net. So what happens if? Okay, so place the net in the water using interact and wait until there are a large amount of fish particles above it. And pick it back up while holding interact. See what you've caught. 5 fish max. Some animals can only be caught with the net. Move by pressing interact. Catch will be lost, though, if you do so. So let me see about starting with this. Oh, there we go. So we want to wait until there's, like, a lot of particles above that. So I guess while we wait, we can also just do this right now. And see if we can get a fish or two in. Actually, I should check. I mean, we do have a light with us right now, but I think if we set down a lamp, we have to buy one first from the shop. We'll just see how this goes. Let's take our time and see. I don't know if because we're fishing right by our net that'll have an impact or... Oh, there we go. Let's see about bringing you in. Oh, okay. I think that's our first fish particles showing up in the net. Yeah, we'll keep that. Looks like we've got 3 so far in the net. Oh. Oh. Shoot. If you want to wade deeper, you might want to consider getting some better boots. These can be bought at your shops around the island and equipped in the gear inventory. Okay, but I was trying to catch or bring up the net. Did it get placed too far for me to actually, like, retrieve it? I think it might have. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, so we got our European river crab, a lazy frog, and a thick eel. The net icon will be automatically added to the detailed fish view in the book. Okay. So if we want to put it down again... Oh, okay, it might be a one-time use sort of thing. Oh, we've got sneakers, no compass, a standard rod, and no looking glass. Okay, so this is kind of where we have our few things there. Okay, well, you know what? We can always pick up another net if we want, but we'll toss this out and see if we can get a few more fish from just regular casting first. I gotta remember, I think Z's the interact key for us, isn't it? No, it says E or X, but I think it's been Z that's been... Or maybe it was E, and it's just that, again, I wasn't quite close enough for picking it up until that certain spot. I just gotta slowly work back and forth with the fish. And we got a duck eel. Actually, I should check the catch record. Did I? Okay, I did select that has. Oh, and then there's the thick eel we picked up. This eel is much thicker than most eels because of the special type of stomach they have consume more food than other eels. This lets them eat more food than competing species and means they can hibernate through winter. Okay, and there's a little net icon in the bottom left there. Okay. So how am I doing for our fish inventory right now? Looks like 2 duck eels and a few various things. Let me just see if I can bring these back and sell them. Okay, if I have 5 of a type, I can sell to him. But I think I have to sell the rest just here. Oh, and there's our prices there. So 201 for that, 59 there, And you know what? I think I will pick up a couple of nets. Actually, let me check and see. What is my total? Okay, so I've got 1594 right now. I could pick up one of these worm traps. You know what? Let me do that as well. Here you can sell the fish you've caught. You can also see the fish you caught in the inventory section of your book. Don't just sell all the fish you catch out because you can also cook them on campfire, see how they taste. Yeah, see, the only thing is, I don't know if that does have any impact around the world in a way. Like, maybe you can sell cooked ones to certain people for better amounts, or depending on the taste, there are certain ones to sell certain people. Kind of feels like you want a little bit of a gameplay impact or effect from having done that. Let me see. We'll go back to here. Toss, I guess, put you down right there. You know what? Let me see about the worm trap, too. The trap catch worms, it'll take longer and longer to catch the more are already in there. After placing this bait trap, it'll start catching bait if it's placed in the right spot. If not, the number will go red, pick it back up by pressing interact, place it down somewhere else more fit for that type of trap. And then just interact to check the catch. Okay, well, so far it's not red, so I think that means that'll eventually get something. So we can have a few things on the go. And then this one, I'm thinking this fishing game is going to operate more, depending on what the bait is in specific, we might see a lot more variation to what we're going to catch for, like, species. Because given there's not really, like, hook sizes or lure types, it's probably all going to base itself off of the only kind of thing you can change up, which is going to be the bait type. At least that would be my initial guess from how it's currently set. There we go. Got another duck eel. Oh, there's already 2 in there, so that's going all right. And we'll just keep an eye on everything and see how it all goes. Oh, there's 1 fish in there. 2. I'll keep an eye on the net, because I think what it was for the total, it had to be, you could only get like 5 in a net at once. I don't know if you want to wait until you see 5 symbols there. Actually, you know what? Okay, so I only had 2 in the net that time. So it might just be random chance, who knows what you're going to get. And you know what? Okay, let me check. Did I actually get everything in there? Bread. It doesn't look like I did, so maybe I have to hold... Interact to pick up. Yeah, I think I messed up and I was actually supposed to hold... I have to treat it like the net works. Because once the net has things in, you have to hold and then pick it up. So my mistake was actually just like hitting once and trying. I don't know if that trap will be like a one-time use as well, like the net, or you can just keep picking up and placing down over and over. We'll have to see. Let's just slowly work at it and see what we can bring in. Yeah, I'm on in you. There we go. Another dark catfish. And it looks like we're starting to get a few things in the net. I'll just give it a while and see like what it wants to go up to, because there was 4 total. And just keep going and seeing. Nope. I guess we're getting towards dawn here. Let's take that now. Okay, so only 2 again that time. It looks like the amount of symbols comes up is only like, say, 3 to 4 at most. So it could just be like where I was placing them wasn't far out enough. But now let's collect that. And check our inventory. Yeah, now we have 4 worms in here. And it is one-time use. Okay. So now we know a little bit of how that's operating. Okay, let me see about... we haven't used the worms yet, so let me... There we go. Have to, again, this mouse wheel... The scroll wheel is so terrible on it. Eventually I'll get that sorted out, but for now, we'll still struggle a bit with it. Let's see what we can catch with the worms. Oh, there we go. This one's coming in nice and easy. Ooh, a dirt sunfish. Okay, we'll keep that. Yeah, it definitely seems like the bait is going to dictate exactly the species you're going to get. I'll actually have to remember for everything I do catch with this to mark it in the book so we know for future reference. Now, something I wonder too is, because of the upgrades you can get for the rod, I wonder if it's not so much that it'll let you get new fish, but it'll let you get larger sizes of fish so they sell for more amounts. I'll have to see as it goes along. There's a lot of stuff right now that is just speculation, and it's not so much that I'm looking for immediate answers to the questions, it's just kind of things like, as I play, they kind of come to mind. I figure might as well talk about them and see about sparking discussion if we can about it. So yeah, we just gotta wait and see what hits. Ooh, there we go. Although this one was really quick with the first strike. Yeah, now we're getting a little bit more engagement to it. There we go. Got a thick eel from that. So let me just head into the catch record. We got with that. The dirt's... Oh, one nice thing is there is actually a little symbol for, like, if there's a new fish added in. Hang on, I thought there'd be... Where's the dirt... Oh, there's the dirt sunfish. Oh, and new quests are available in the quest tabs. You know what? We'll check that out. Okay, so Mahi Mahi needs 4... Ooh. Now, I wonder where... It says quests are reset every day, but where do I go for... Or do I just have to catch any dark catfish for that? Let me see if I can bring out the bread and just go for that and see. Because that would give us, like, $35, and that gives us a lot to play around with. But the quests are actually a good way, too, of showing or seeing what other species there could be in the game. And if Mahi Mahi are in the game, That's generally an oceanic fish, so there's probably going to be a spot of the island or somewhere out in the water where we're going to be more fishing for oceanic species. So yeah, there's definitely probably quite a bit of complexity towards all the spots on the island to go to try at, and all the baits to try in each spot too. Well, just gotta wait and give it some time. Yeah, this first, basic combo of just bread in this area, it feels like this is the most beginner-friendly thing, so it's going to take a little bit of time, but you'll slowly, steadily get each fish in. There we go. Oh, yeah, so that is all we have to do, is we just have to catch 3 of them, and then that'll give us the credit for it. So we'll see if we can just catch 2 more in order to get ourselves a bit of funding, and then we can see possibly next week what we want to spend it towards or on. There's a lot of different baits we can look at buying. We tried the nets out. They're not bad, but I think maybe they have to be out in deeper water, because the one we cast out there, it did seem like it produced quite a bit for us, so maybe it's just they can't be too shallow. The bait traps are also nice to know. They are single use, so you want to let it get up as high as it can go before you collect. I wonder if you even want to let them go up till the number hits red, and that's kind of like your, okay, you got all you can, now you should pick it up. But so far, there's a decent little variety of things to try picking up and trying out to help you expand and see what all is out here. There we are, and we just need 1 more. So we'll see if we can bring this in, and then if we want to go picking up anything or selling off what we've caught. Yeah, this one might take a little while to bring in. There we go. Oh, we have to release that because we got our fill, but there's our money added to our wallet. So how are we sitting now? Oh, I think we want fish. Here we go, 40.65. And because of everything we caught, we might even be able to sell a few to this guy for that markup. Oh, no, never mind, I guess because I've already done that. Because I should have a few. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, but I guess because we did already sell it to him once, that's it for today. So we'll just sell off what we got here. Free up the inventory room. So now we got 60.37. Okay, so you know what? I'll stock us up back on some more bread. We could buy dough balls, sweet corn, worms, soft bait. Ooh, soft bait is $50, so I'm guessing that's going to get you some really interesting things. Okay, so worms are $2 each, so yeah, the traps are probably more worth it as long as you can get a good amount out of them before you pick them up. So that's good to know. You know what? Let's get a few dough balls because they are pretty cheap. And maybe we'll even go for some corn too. Just to try a little bit of variety for our baits so we have something we can toy around with. We've got insect traps, minnow traps. I think I will pick up another couple of nets just because they're easy to toss out and they do get some unique creatures or some things that can only be caught by the nets. And how am I doing? 31 still. Okay, the other quests are spring flounders or mahi-mahi. I don't think I'll be able to get anything there. So maybe what we'll do is we'll go for the sweet corn and just try out and see what we can get from this. Just try to get maybe a fish or two from that, and then we'll end this episode here. I think the way I'd probably look at Open Fishing XL is something you'd probably play for maybe an hour or two as like a nice, relaxed game. I'm not sure if it'd be something that you really hard focus on and play for hours on end, but it feels like it's a nice little thing to come back to every now and again to, say, try to expand out the collection, see what you can get for a little bit of fish, just relax with it for a while. I do kind of feel like there might be a way to expand more on the fishing, so... Like, again, you could add spin casting to the game, or something to change it up so... I mean, granted, fishing is a lot of the same of once a fish is on, just reeling in, but if there'd be any way to also change up... I'm kind of thinking of, like, ooh, an olive minnow. I'm kind of thinking like how Dredge had it, where you almost had, as much as it was just hitting the timing just right for catching fish in, you had a little bit of change up of certain things to watch for, like letting the bar get to a certain point, then hitting with it, or as like the reticle or that would like expand out, you have to hit for timing there. I'm wondering if even just like little simple things like that can kind of work to change it up a little bit, so it doesn't feel like it is just this the entire time. I don't know, you guys let me know your feedback too on it. Just because, again, one of the things about trying to develop a game is feedback from more people is helpful to kind of go over and see if there's a general consensus, and then being able to possibly work and bring that to vision. Or, well, from vision into reality. And that's one thing I'm hoping that, granted, we don't have the biggest audience for the channel, but any little bit that can expand a little bit further and help out for feedback, hopefully will be able to be helpful. I feel like I'm talking over myself, and I know it's more likely true because I'm, like, distracted with trying to go through this right now. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there we go. Another olive minnow. Okay, what I think we'll do is go into catch record. Let's see. Okay, dirt sunfish. Yeah, I marked that I caught that with worms. Just want to make sure of that. There's the olive minnow. We caught you with the corn. I think that... Did I catch a thick eel with the worms too? Okay, I did mark that I did. And I think that's everything for here right now. Because... Okay, and then you're all the way back here. So I'm thinking maybe some of the net exclusive creatures are going to be the ones more at the back here. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll save the game right here, which I think there we go. Yeah, so let the save go through and end this episode of Ocean Fishing XL right here. We'll still tackle another week, maybe 2 weeks of it, just to give it like the short series typical of 3 weeks, 6 episodes to show it all off. But thank you all very much for joining me on this episode series. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below, along with any feedback or suggestions you have for how you think could expand on the game as well. If you do want to check it out for yourselves, the description to the Steam page is right down... the link to the Steam page is right down in the description. And yeah, that sums it up. So thank you guys very much for watching. And until I do see you in the next video, anglers and survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy angling.